Sim franchise, and this is the NFL Draft 2018 NFL Draft. So I'm going to be doing right now is going to post this up right now. I'm going to put this up. Hopefully I don't get banned, or not banned, but whatever. Hopefully I don't get any slack. My phone. My phone. Come on. No. There. Oh, I'm gonna hear feedback from my phone. There we go. There we go. Hello and welcome to the chat. I just missed your comment. Hello and welcome to the NFL Draft stream. Trying to squeaky chair hype. Plugging my phone into the charger because, of course, before any other draft I put in or anything. What's up, students? How you doing, man? How you doing? We're doing this right now. I decided, you know what the heck, let's do this early. Let's try to get this thing on the road. I've been wanting to do this. Got all my stuff ready. Looks like we got the room filling up right now. Looks like we got C-Dat and somebody else in here with me. That's nice. We're going to be doing the NFL Draft. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Who do you guys think we're going to be getting this year, huh? What do you think we are going to be getting? That's all good, man. See that? It's all good. You can watch it on YouTube later. I mean, not later, but like here soon, because I'm way behind on videos. But I promise that you'll be seeing it soon. I promise. Possibly here in this week, you'll be seeing the draft if you miss it. And remember, you also got this on here. You got the Twitch. You can watch my last broadcast. So you can just come in and just watch it whenever you want, man. Feel free. So we're going to start the NFL Draft right now. There's no... Let's get it. Let's get it right now.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Alright. The Colts, the Buccaneers, Bengals, Raiders. We have the 19th pick. And everybody I like looks like they're in the top 10. I know I want to get one of these offensive linemen. Any one of them would be nice. Griffin Patrick would be great to get. Cruel, not too much, but I like Mr. Brister of love, and Rhett Bollinger. So, I mean, if it comes to worse, we can get him, you know? That's fine. I mean, technically we don't need offensive line, but it's always good to get better. And he's not looking that good, man. Not looking that good. So, I don't know who we're going to be getting, but I know we're going to be getting somebody good. I'm planning on getting Sloan or Frey. They're considered late round picks, but they're going to be going in the early because they're the top two. I'm going to be getting one of them. At least one of them. So, if one of them goes, I'm going to have to get the other one quickly and trade up. Because right now, and they got Curry Mack, but other than that, dude, we need to get one of them. Yeah. So, let's start this right now. Well, the Colts need defensive tackle. They need offense. They need a lot of things, but those are the two most important things for them: is offensive line and defensive tackle / D line. So let's see. There's no good defensive lineman in the first. There's only second round at least, and the second round defensive tackle sucks. Yeah, this guy. So hopefully they don't get him, but hey, it's not my pick, right? So let's see who they take. Will they take offensive lineman?
The Buccaneers.
No. They took Ben Rainey. I'm not sure. I mean, that's an okay pick. I mean, he was good, but that is shocking. That's a shocker, man. Buccaneers, I do not know what they gonna get.
The Bengals are
They
now
get
on the clock.
they get Patrick, one of the guys I wanted, of course. All right, the Bengals are gonna get
Pick's been made. Let's go to
Sid
Adam
Berry.
Schefter to hear more about the player.
He was a
Stressford.
dominant receiver in college and deservedly won the Heisman after a very impressive season. He's the kind of receiver that defenses would double team, and yet they still couldn't slow him down. He's not the big man on campus anymore now that he's been drafted, but I still feel comfortable in saying I think you're going to hear his name called quite a bit on Sundays.
All right, so Samu couldn't get Patrick, but we do need defensive end way much more.
The Broncos are now on.
Oh, they got Mr. Brister. Oh man, they need left tackle anyways, so they got Mr. Brister.
The Vikings.
And they
are
get
now on.
Carswell. So right now, it's not looking good. So offensive lineman, the top three are right off the board.
The Cardinals are now on the
Top,
clock.
make that 4. Dude, left tackle, left tackle. 4 left tackles. 3 of them in a row. Let me guess. Left tackle, left O-line.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
They go Meeks. That's an interesting decision by the Cardinals there. I'll keep that in mind.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Oh, they get Bollinger. Dude, he was supposed to go mid-round. Dang it. Oh, well, there goes our left tackles. At least we were all right on O-line, so.
All right, team is now off the clock.
They get Baugh.
Adam Schefter, can you tell
Good
us about
pick.
their newest player?
He was credited with having one of the biggest plays in college football this season. Late in the game, he picked off the quarterback and ran the entire field to score the game-winning touchdown. He did everything a coach would want to see, from baiting the quarterback to reading the downfield blocks. He flashed enough playmaking ability in that game and the remainder of the season to draw a lot of interest this offseason. This
All right.
team has to be pretty happy with this pick.
So, I mean, so far, the team's been getting good players. I'm just surprised that the Cardinals didn't get Will Sherman. That is a concern. But they did get Meeks, who's a decent wide receiver, but I'm not too sure about that. But Von Feedy is still there, and if we can get him in the late first, we will be golden. But Mason Hudson looks really good, though. Alright, let's keep looking here. All the good left tackles are gone, unfortunately. But they still got some O-linemen here. Malcolm Dell's still here. First round pick, but he's 6'1". I don't really look into that, so that's not going to happen. Excuse me. So, Stallone has still great strength for himself, but Frey has a lot more strength to have in store. They're both the same age, but let's see. Chicago Bears.
All right, Woodyard the selection. Adam, what do you think?
Oh,
Here's
there's
a guy who never quite
Huh.
lived up to expectations throughout the season until a solid late performance acted as the catalyst to this pre-draft
Squeaky
hype.
chair hype.
He followed up the strong late season performance with a stronger pro day, leading many teams to move him up their big boards. One GM I talked to felt his renewed confidence could be attributed to his performance in that late season game, stating, quote, "It was the shot in the arm he needed to begin believing in his abilities again," close quote. If he can continue to conquer the self-doubt that has held his game back in the past, he could be a formidable NFL wideout. He'll be a player to keep an eye on as the preseason approaches.
Alright, so Buffalo Bills right now. I don't know if they need a defensive end. Oh, I didn't want to go to news. No news story, please. Please. Alright, so look at Bills real quick. They do need a left end, and they're going to possibly take him. They're gonna possibly take him here, possibly. They're like, nope. I mean, they might have to take the guy because Adolphus Washington's not looking good for him that much at all. They're gonna take him. I'm gonna call it right now, and they have Marby already as well. So I mean, they would be getting a great defensive end core, but that will kind of tick me off because I wanted the defensive end. Watch, he's gonna get taken.
The Jaguars are
No?
on the clock.
They go wide receiver? Now, what's up with the, that's an interesting move. There's the Jaguars here. Do they need defensive end? I don't think so. No, they have Dante Fowler. Yeah, they're great on defensive line. They're going to take a corner or something. They already have good corners as it is, though. That's the thing. They have too many good defensive backs. So, they're going to possibly go somewhere else.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Middle linebacker, eh? They have Miles Jack, though. That's an interesting pick. Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys have Lawrence and they have an Irving. They have them. I want to just make sure. Every pick, I'm just going to be looking here. They have, yeah, David Irving and DeMarcus Lawrence. They have a lot of good defensive tackles in Collins, yeah, Phillips and all of them, Al-Jabbar. So I don't think they're going to go defensive end or line.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
They go Hudson. Okay, you know, that's a pretty good pick. I actually want to look at that. I need to actually look at that. Yeah. Well, they got Morgan Kirkland, though. That's the thing. Kirkland's good, but they want something long-term. And I think that guy is the long-term deal. Hudson is a great player.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Boggle. What's your Boggle? So, they have Cameron Jordan. They got some other players. Yeah, they have Cameron Jordan. They need help on the right end, but they just signed Michael Pierce. So hopefully they decide not to sign him, and we can try to take a steal at that position. Because we do need some O-line, I mean D-line. Really? We need that left end.
The Packers are now on
Alright, they go outside linebacker. That's interesting. Green Bay, Baltimore, and Patriots have to go in that order. So, Packers, they might need left end. No, they have Kenny Clark and Mike Daniels. They should be fine. So, Patriots, they would like to possibly get a improvement over there. Blanton's not making it good. I mean, they have Flowers. They got Sherd, but Sherd's getting old, so they're gonna go with they're gonna go defensive end. I feel like either defensive end or something, man. They're good on corners. They're okay on safeties. Quarterback is a questionable thing. Running back might be a thing for them as well, since Fraggle's not really working out for them. They might go wide receiver. They might go. They're good on offensive line for now. So they might either go left end or they might go running back here. So let's see what they make. Oh, and then Baltimore. I almost forgot about Baltimore. They should have what's his name? Forget his name now. At left end. Jimmy Jerrigan. Yeah, they're fine. So we might actually get one of these guys here. So let's see what happens.
The Packers made their selection.
Oh, wow. They take
Let's go to Adam
Speedy.
Schefter.
Well, I'm a little surprised to hear his name get called at this point.
I'm going
If
to
you
write
look
his
at
name
what he
down.
did at his pro day, it'll make a little bit more sense. He's always been gifted with speed, but he was in a scheme where he was kept to just running deep routes and creating space in the middle of the field. He was a good team player and never complained about his role, but you can see it in his pro day that he has the ability to be so much more. We'll have to wait until game day, however, to see if that was just a fluke or if this guy's the real deal.
All right. We want to look at Feedy real quick. At least he's in the NFC, so we're fine, okay for now. All right, Baltimore doesn't need him, but I know the Patriots do.
All right, now that the pick's in, let's go to Adam.
Oh my
What
God.
Can you tell us about this guy?
Setting a single-game team record for
Oh my
tackles
God,
for
that
loss,
was
he's
close.
quickly earned a reputation as a fearsome defensive lineman with a devastating rip move. Ross Tucker had him ranked as the top defensive line prospect in this year's draft, saying there aren't even many current NFL offensive linemen with the quickness and footwork needed to neutralize him one-on-one at the line. Adding depth on the defensive line is always a positive, and when you can add an impact player of his caliber, you set up your defense for immediate success.
Now here's the thing. I'm planning on getting rid of Trotter. Trotter, I mean, he's a good player, man, but I'm not too sure at this point. I can give them Trotter, and I can give them the first right here for their first. Or heck, we can even just use a 7th round pick. We don't have a 7th round this year, but we have a 7th round the following year. Hopefully this is enough. Barely enough, so we might have to trade Trotter. Which is okay, because I think Trotter will have better potential over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade.
Even though it's only one pick up, I want to make sure I'm getting my guy. I'm getting that guaranteed superstar. I know he's superstar. So, let's get him, guys. See, Deshaun Malone. I mean, looks good. Frey, a little bit more stronger. A little bit slower. Let's get Sloan here.
Now that the Jets have made their pick, let's
Yes,
go to Adam
they got
Schefter
him.
to hear more about him.
He's only been around the game of football for a few years, but when you look at his combine, you can see why he had so much success in college.
81
This guy is
overall,
pure
let's
athlete,
get it.
And he looked faster than any of the other defensive linemen in the class. Matt Miller used his split times in the 40 and broad jump numbers to make the point that this kid has one of the fastest first steps of anyone in the class. He's the type of lineman that can get free from the block and be in the quarterback's face in an instant. He's a dynamic defensive lineman that can provide an immediate boost in production for this team's defense.
Nice. Watch, they're going to take the other defensive end.
The Rams are now on
No! They get Griffin, the really explosive running back. So I was right on one of them. It was going to be running back, or it was going to be defensive end. So they got They got 2 new running backs.
the Texans are now on the clock.
Cole goes.
The Dolphins are now on the
Callaway leaves.
clock. The Lions are now on
There
the clock.
goes Frey. Now I'm gonna write Frey's name down real quick. From the Dolphins. Alright. Possibly spelled that wrong, but whatever. Next pick.
The 49ers. are
Wingo
now on the
goes. 49ers select.
clock. The Titans are now on the
Solano. Good pick.
clock. Our very own Adam Schefter has more to
Edis
say about
goes
this
to
pick.
the Titans.
No surprise seeing him get drafted at this point, considering he was one of the hottest running backs in college this year. When's the last time he rushed for less than 100 yards in a game? If you check, it was actually
Bruh.
2 seasons ago, and that was due to a
Bruh.
minor injury. The guy's a threat to take it to the house every time he
Bruh.
touches the ball. And if he gets by that first tackle, watch out, because it's daylight from there on. As long
Bruh.
as he can quickly adjust to the speed of the NFL, he has the potential to be a great back for this team.
Bro, for real? You got Derrick Henry, right? You got DeMarco Murray, Raquan Dyson, and these two. To be honest, I think they're getting ready for Murray to leave, I think, and Henry might be leaving as well. I think they might not be re-signing him. So what I'm thinking, these two are going to leave. They got him and Dyson for the future. But it's just really odd that this game, definitely in the Titans, it's something with this game and the Titans. Wow. Steele is 92 overall now. Holy crap. But it's something with this game and its love for these type of players. And they get more offensive linemen like that. And see, I mean, they could have worked on the middle linebacker. They could have worked on right outside linebacker. I mean, I think I'm going to move Morgan to right. But they could have worked on corner. They could have worked on anything else outside of running backs. So I think that's a dumb decision. Alright, Seattle. You let go of Richard Sherman. What are you going to do?
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Get a tight end that you don't need. Alright. Well, they get Notre Dame tight end. San Diego.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
They get... So, you picked up Drew Brees. You had Phillip Rivers. You pick up that one quarterback last year, and now you're picking up a new quarterback this year. Which, surprisingly, that I don't know why you had to get Tannehill. Tannehill should have never went to your team in the first place. Watch this. Oh, someone commented. Hey, what up, King? What up, brother? So they have Phillip Rivers and they have Phila. And they pick up a quarterback. I mean, I can understand you want competition, but come on, you got Rivers. You got the young kid Fiala. And you still pick up a quarterback in the first round. Are you not pleased? I don't know what's up with you. Redskins,
The Falcons are now on
they
the
take
clock.
Norris. What?
The Chiefs are now on
They
the
take Malcolm Dell. Chiefs go, and they take
clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Meredith. So we might trade away, but first, before we trade away, ooh, Will Sherman's still there. Will Sherman's still there. Now, in my opinion, Barry Gabriel's good. Don't get me wrong. I like Gabriel, but we might need a new quarterback. Another quarterback to have competition with, but I'm not too sure getting one in the first round is right. If we look at our watch list, so far they're just the top two guys so far are quarterbacks. Randall is good, but I wouldn't get him yet. If I'm going to get a wide receiver, it might have to be C.J. Donald. We got Reggie Gregg there, who fell down in the draft. We can take him, groom him up, and become our third corner. Put some competitiveness over at the strong safety position. Get Brandon Bowden later on. So what I'm seeing here, I see talent, but I don't need talent till later. That wide receiver looks good, but right now we're okay at receiver. So we want a future round pick. Alright, so who do you think is gonna really stink next year? Shows that Carolina is, but I trusted that on the Giants, and look what we are now. So Chicago did well this year. Denver is gonna still keep on sucking now, even since they got Trevor Searman, whatever you say his name. He left, but I want more value. On the okay, so we can risk it. We can risk it and try to roll the dice with Washington. Now, let's look at Washington's roster real quick and get an overall look. Because if Washington, let's see here. Jordan Reed, Williams, Collins, Norman. Norman's not doing good anymore. Swing injury. They still got a playoff contending team, and they still have Kirk Cousins. So I don't know about that. What do you think, King? Who should we? You want to help me here? You want to help out me? What do you think? Should we go for Denver, who looks more like a guaranteed trade, or should we trade with the Redskins or Carolina? Because I think these three offers are pretty tempting. I mean, next year I want a pick next year. But the thing is, we can draft before. Oh wait, we got the. I forgot we have that pick right there. So we have that pick, and then we fall down to 19. We have the 19th pick and the 63rd pick down there. I think I'm going to trade out of this round. I mean, there's talent, but talent for later. I want to roll the dice, but Redskins, I think they did pretty well this year. Let's see. Let's look at Carolina and Denver. Oh, so I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Bless me. Whew. Excuse me there. What am I doing? I just lost track. So, Broncos. They still have a playoff contending team, but really, really veteran-y though. That's the thing. They're really veteran. And then we saw, what was it? Carolina Panthers. We went past them. Panthers, somewhat the same. They pick up Jalen Strong from us. I don't know. Compare that to the offer we got from, who was it? I forget who it was now. That sneeze really messed me up, I tell you that. I don't know. Ah, shoot. My back is broken. Spinal. Oh yeah, Denver. So with Denver, we can get guaranteed a 7th round pick from next year and that. So I'm gonna call it, since they don't have a real. Wait, do they have a quarterback that's decent? Now that's the thing I forgot to look at. They have Anderson. No, they don't. They don't have a good quarterback, and their receivers are getting old. So I am going to trade this pick away to them. This is 2018. We're going to be going into 2019 here. We've been moving a little quick. So we're going to go for Denver's pick. Or we were already in 2019. I don't care. This is a 2019 draft. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 2019 draft, so yeah. So Denver, here we go.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
Alright. What you got, Denver?
The Steelers are now on the clock.
That is such a great trade away option. They pick up Will Sherman. That was a good idea for them. Now they might be a contending team now since we did that.
Let's go to Adam now, who's got more.
Oh, there goes Donald.
He was dismissed from the team earlier this year after reportedly not showing up to several organized team activities. This immediately raised some red flags among scouting circles around the league. However, I've been told that he came off as very sincere during the combine telling teams that he was a team player and he won't make the same mistakes again. That sounds good on paper, but this team will find out very soon if he can back it up.
I really want to get Zach Kendall. And here's the reason why. Zach Kendall looks really good. He has a great run block and impact. That pass can always be worked on. And then right here, McCord is even younger and looks a little bit more better outside of the run blocking. Centers are out of the equation. Guards are looking good. It's alright. We can still get some offensive linemen late. I don't know. I don't see anybody really except for Greg. So far, it looks like Greg's gonna be that pick if we can get him. If not, we can get a quarterback. One of these three. I mean, getting this guy will not be bad. Not too bad. It won't be too bad. Marks would be really decent to get for a good backup. McLaughlin, even him. So it depends on where we land. If we land at our pick here soon,
The Buccaneers.
let's see
are
here.
now
They
on
take
the
St. Louis.
clock. The Bears are now.
They
on the
take
clock.
Hardwick.
Adam, what can you tell us about?
Oh,
the
there
first
goes
pick?
Greg.
Long talked about as a top 3 defensive back
Dang
prospect,
it.
his draft stock fell dramatically after a series of consecutive struggles
Looks like quarterback.
late in the season against inferior wide receivers. Many speculated that these struggles were due to a series of nagging injuries, a theory which may have been validated by his strong performance at his pro day. I was able to talk with several GMs about him at the Combine, and they told me he possesses the raw physical skills needed to become a top-tier NFL defensive back. 3 skills in particular were mentioned by every GM I spoke to: exceptional physicality at the line of scrimmage, a nose for the ball, and
Marks
better
looks
hands
good.
than most receivers they've seen and scouted. The reason for his collegiate struggles may forever be shrouded in mystery, but they'll soon be forgotten if he's able to realize his full football potential.
So I think I like Marks. Marks looks good. I don't know if I want to do that though.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Alright, they take Lynn. What should we do, guys? Should we trade away again? Or should we keep this and we can go on with our lives? Now, I'm getting decent offers here. Now, what I could have done, I could have taken that corner and I could have still got great value for next year. I could have got LA's pick right here, but it's too late now. Shoot. Don't know what to do. Do not know what to do. Do we take Brian Marks, the Stanford product here, and try to see if he can battle a position with Gabriel? I mean, Gabriel didn't do too bad. I'm not gonna lie, but he's been throwing interceptions though, and it's been kind of concerning. We cannot draft another offensive lineman until the late second at least. They got Pinky, but he's in the 4th. Everybody else is not that good. Nobody here is looking except for Hodel, but we were good on middle linebackers. We're good on outside linebackers as well. I just need corner, and that one corner just got taken from me, so it's alright though, I guess. Parrish Noble's there for us. He looks not bad at all. Parrish Noble's not bad. He's considered a late second, though. And then we got Bowden, like I said, I can groom him up. He's 6'1", 209. To be honest, Bowden and that other guy looked exactly the same. They look exactly the same. It just looks like Noble possibly has a better, like, quick development. Parrish Burt, Might have normal development. Or slow at least. I just don't know. I just don't know, man. I need some help here. Trade away pick. I don't know who. I don't feel like trading away though. That's the thing. The Saints are offering that, a 5th rounder and a 6th rounder next year. That's looking nice. Carolina's offering a 2nd and a 6th next year. Philadelphia's offering this, but I think we're good on picks for this year. Where are we? Like, I know we have like 2 6th rounds as well. So we have 3 3rds. So we do not need that 3rd round pick. What we need is next year picks at least. So, I mean, I'm at that spot where I can take Marks, or should we just keep on trusting Gabriel? They don't have Drew Brees, but they do got that one guy now. I'm feeling like I'm going to take New Orleans pick.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means?
I'm taking New Orleans pick. It's fine because we get 2 close picks there.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
And we get some really good picks for next year.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Collie.
The Bears are now on the clock.
There goes McLaughlin. That's 1 quarterback.
The Browns are now
So they decided to take 2 quarterbacks in 2 straight rounds. That's such a Madden thing to do.
The Bears are now on the clock.
There goes Seward.
The Bills are
There
now
goes
on the
Holloway.
clock. The Jaguars are
There
now
goes
on the
DJ Sanders, DJ Sanders, whatever.
clock. The Bills are now
There
on the
goes
clock.
Marks 2. Alright, that's controversial for me. I don't know, but whatever.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Randall goes there.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Oh, wow, they traded up. So, alright, time to pick a player. I don't know. I don't like Brennan that much. He's okay. I mean, he has medium, but where's his short, you know? Where's the short accuracy? We got Bowden. They got Bowden here, but I don't know if Bowden's worth that 2nd round pick. And, I mean, he's 22. He's 22. Noble is 22. They're both 22 years old. B minus, C plus, B minus, C plus. If I would have to say, I think Noble's the better option. Maybe Bowden's better for like for development. That's about it. Bullard's still there, but that's in the 5th round. Wide receivers, there's nobody for us. Tight ends are not there. Offensive line's late, pretty late. We won't be seeing offensive line for a while. Defensive ends, he has no strength. No strength. So defensive tackles not looking pretty reasonable here. They always put me in these type of situations. Antonio Breifel, Warfield, he's 21, but I don't know. I mean, if he's 21 years old, he looks pretty decent. Not too bad. He's got that cuff. It's like, yeah, he's okay. But I like Flowers a little bit more. He ran a 4.43, so I might get him later. It looks like it's just gonna have to be the quarterback. It would have to be the quarterback here. Let's get the quarterback.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Alright, so he's alright. We can work with that. He would just be a, it would just be a backup for now. He'll be our backup quarterback. He's not bad. He actually has pretty decent short. I was afraid he was going to have bad short accuracy, but he's pretty decent. He's good, like balanced overall. He's a good balanced quarterback, which it says. He needs works with play action and awareness. What's his? Let's see. Doesn't show. It shows his stamina, but it doesn't show his health. So, I mean, I think we did a good pick there, getting Brandon. I mean, we should have got Marks, but Brandon's good enough.
The Browns are now on the
We're
clock.
just trying to get some young players.
The Patriots are now
There
on
goes
the clock.
Brightful.
The Jets are now
There
on the
goes
clock.
Sharp. Now, what should we do? So, do we just go best player overall? I mean, I think maybe so. I mean, Bowen looks like the best player on the board, but we already have safeties in place. That's the thing. We have two great corners. We were going to take Greg there, but Greg didn't fall to us, unfortunately. So we're now in the pickle. It's like, alright, so where should we take? Bowen looks good, but if you look at it, Noble's actually a little bit better. Noble's just a bit more better. With that slight second rounder talent, I might have to reach. I'm going to try to reach for Noble. Even though we're good at safety. Let's look at this. Let's try to consider before we draft him. Because I was also talking about moving that free safety to corner, Gilliam. Corner can be, yeah, Gilliam can be moved to corner. He has a skill set. I mean, what's his Gilliam's press coverage? That's work. We can work with that. I mean, if you think about it, Alexander will leave the team, you know, so we would need another corner. Farrell, he's okay. If you think about it, Farrell's just the same as yeah. If you think about it, just he's more shorter. Yeah, that's actually going. I'm gonna be pretty honest. That's true. So we do not need a safety, unfortunately. Alexis is good. Feeney's good, but Feeney might be leaving the team. So that means we do need competition at safety. But Gilliam might move to strong safety to fight with Alexis. So, not fight, but compete. There's a difference between competing and fighting. So, I mean, it depends here. Arnell. Now we got that new defensive end that I'm liking. So, let's see what trade away options are. And none of them I'm liking that much. No. Oh, it might be a reach. It would be a reach. Yeah. If you didn't know, Feeney used to play safety, strong safety at Washington Huskies. I used to watch Huskies all the time and used to play safety. And then in the NFL draft, he considered moving himself to linebacker, so that ruined his way to get to the NFL better. So he's secretly he's a secret weapon at safety. If you move him to safety, he was like what, a 64 overall linebacker, and now he's a and he was like a 75 overall safety when I moved him. So, and I did it realistically because he used to play safety. So that's my excuse. Now, Bowden looks good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, hell, he can be really good. Who knows? He might have superstar development. But that can same go towards, go for Noble. And we don't have to worry about losing Noble because someone will be taking Morel here. So, and corners, like I said, I don't really need a corner. Warfield's good, but also, we can wait for Flowers and the 4th round if we have to. Billow, Odell. We can trade down actually. Let's see if there's. I mean, the trade down options were not looking appealing, but I didn't look real good. Let's see, 3rd round, 2nd round for next year, 7th round for next year, a 2nd round for next year, a 4th this year, and a 7th. So that doesn't look too bad. No. No, we already have enough picks this year. We just need picks for next year. Let's see. Giants really shocked me. I'm not sure if I should even trust this picks, but that's pretty good. God, that's not as ridiculous as Atlanta's though. That's the thing. I can go with New York right here if I wanted to. New York's looking pretty good so far. It's either between New York or Cincinnati. Because I mean, we only have one 4th round pick, but we have a lot of 3rds we can work with. So it's between Cincinnati or the Giants. What do you think? Josh or King, whoever's in here, what do you think? New York Giants or Bengals? I can't take Atlanta's, dude. That's too unrealistic. I mean, that would be good. I mean, if I was playing like for, like for giggles, you know. If I was playing for the hell of it, like if I was not caring about a realistic rebuild, I would have definitely taken this. But if I'm gonna be, I mean, the closest to realistic and unrealistic, like in the between, is New York. New York looks more promising. Because, I mean, it's either that or Bengals. Because Bengals are sucking pretty hard right now. I might go Giants. Because I might go Giants here. Let's go Giants. You know what? I might. But yeah, Josh, I know, that's one of the things. I'm just saying New York Giants or the Bengals. That's the thing. It was between those two. I like this, but I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm being complicated. You know, it's like asking for help and then saying no to that. I mean, it's good. I think I appreciate your feedback, but I'm trying to do a realistic rebuild. But Cincinnati. Yeah, 2nd year next year, a 4th this year, but we have enough 3rds, like I said. Let's just rebuild for next year and just get
looks like both
Giants.
are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
But yeah, no offense, man. I wasn't trying to be like rude or anything. I'm just thinking.
The Rams are now on the clock.
They get Bernie. That's interesting.
The 49ers are now on
Jordan.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Bowman goes.
The Lions are now on the clock.
There goes Morel.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Ship.
The Titans are now
Mager.
The Bills are now on the
Stepson.
clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
Styles.
The Vikings are
Darby.
now on the
We're
clock.
close to our pick.
The Panthers are now
Don't
on
you fool with us.
All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got
That's close.
In a league where schemes like the Tampa 2 are prevalent, you have to be able to play zone coverage, which was
That's
a concern
close.
for him at one point.
Ugh.
He played mostly man in
Man, my
press in
voice was
school,
going high.
so there wasn't any tape of him in zone for scouts to review. When he came to the combine, the big test was to see how he moved in drills like the speed turn and 3-cone. He did enough in those drills to convince scouts that he could be depended on in a cover 2 scheme. Now he has the benefit of being familiar with most of the coverages that NFL defenses run. His versatility can make him an asset on the field, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this team move him around a lot.
Alright, so... Alright. If you guys are liking this so far, make sure you hit that follow button down below. And if you're watching this on YouTube later on, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button when you can. I really appreciate it. Don't you troll me, KC. Don't you troll me.
The Jets are now.
Alright, they didn't troll me. So, we can take that safety. We can take Bowen. We can take that free safety that we were biting our nails with. We can take the safety. Noble looks pretty good. So, Noble's 5'10". Bowen's 6'1". 209. Noble. We're gonna go Noble here.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Alright. Possibly we could have got Superstar with the other guy, but it's okay. Noble was still a good pick. He's not a bad pick. It's just he needs work with his pursuit, play direction, and awareness. Overall, he's a good player. If we can actually move him the corner, sounding really odd there, but if we move him the corner, work with his man coverage and his press a lot, we can actually get a good cornerback out of him. Because right now, we're not sure how Alexander's going to pan out. So that was a good pick.
The Colts are now on the clock.
The Colts pick is in.
Alright,
Give us
here's the guy.
The importance of a lockdown pass defender cannot be emphasized enough, and that's exactly what every GM I talk to described him as. His ability to play physical and to outwork his opposition off the line have also been areas of high praise on his journey to the draft.
Dang, he could have been a
His skill set could be
superstar.
seen in
I gotta
numerous
write
games
him
this
down.
year where he completely shut down some of this draft's top-rated
Great.
wide receivers. When you're tasked with neutralizing an opponent's #1 wideout each week, there's a great deal of responsibility to ensure you're not just physically ready, but also mentally ready. This is another important trait the GMs I spoke with mentioned to me that made them so excited about this guy. The hope is that he will quickly learn the playbook, get some solid reps in the preseason, and come week 1, be ready to play.
Yeah, me neither, dude. You're not alone. I didn't know he had a story either. All I knew, he was a second-round pick, and he might have been a superstar or whatever. But it's all right. He possibly was a superstar. We missed out on him.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
It's all right though. We got a guy that's close to him.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Raiders.
The Jets are now
All
on
right.
the clock.
They take Taliaferro. All right. So we're in the third round. Actually, let's look at watch list. We have third rounder, third rounder, third rounder, third rounder. Bert. Zach Kendall. He looks pretty good. He has decent strength. But Kyle Sewell, he has better strength, but he's more athletic, but that's later in the draft. McCourt's tied with this bench press, but more versatile. I can possibly wait for a younger player. Yeah, I can wait for younger players for offensive line for sure. We're already at good at defensive end now. Linebacker, we're great at middle. We have like 4 of them there. We used to have like 5, and now we have 4. I mean, corner, I would like to get, but I know it's gonna be a bust. I know it would be bust for sure. Let's look at all available here. Eubanks, Trejo here. not looking too bad. He's pretty speedy. I don't know what his catching is. His impact is C, so he possibly has terrible catching. Justin won't die. I don't know. It's pretty tough. I mean, they got Solomon, but he has C minus zone. I mean, C minus man. So Herman, not really interested. Really, definitely not. Warfield. I mean, Warfield ain't bad. He's 21, but he has ran a 4.53. While I can get that guy over here down, way down here. Wait, Wendell here. Oh wait, I forgot he's 24. That's why I didn't put him on my watch list. Bowden. All right. Zach Kendall. I want to get Kendall, but I know for a fact we will be getting a better players for more younger talent. And we're very good at offensive line. We have too many picks. This draft ain't as good. It was a top-heavy draft. I should have traded a lot more of my picks to go up. You know? What can you do though, right? You learn. So, I don't see nobody I like at all. There's nobody. Nada. I mean, we're already good at middle. I can move him to outside, but we're even good in the outside game right now. I mean, we're pretty great, if you can see. If I had to say something, if I had to try to upgrade any position, it would be wide receiver. But unfortunately, wide receivers have been taken unless we get short. But short wouldn't be a good option. We don't really need a tight end. We already have like a lot of them. Kendall. I want to look at our offensive line again, because our offensive line is good now, but I still maybe consider upgrades. I mean, Chutz is a decent player, but we need an upgrade right now. We got Brinker, who's a good backup we brought in. Keffer Tyler, Cameron Chervariani from Harvard, Corey Cave. I mean, Cave ain't good, really good. He's just a basic player. We got Mickey, who's a good backup. We got Brandon Frey playing a backup guard who might actually potentially become a starter in the future. Scherf, Sheldon. I mean, we're good at line. We're just good overall. It's just that we're stuck. I mean, we're good everywhere. We're legitimately good everywhere outside of, like, I mean, we might need more better work at corner. We picked up that free safety, who was a 73 overall, who might be moved to the practice squad. I mean, we're fine at receiver as well. We just need possibly one more receiver maybe, but we're very good in our slots. Oh, I don't want to trade no more though. That's the thing. We already have how many picks for next year now? We have like a crap load. This is actually pretty tougher than I expected. So 3 firsts, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, a fourth, 4 fifths, 3 sixths, and 3 sevens. That's insane. We can't trade no more. We have to stop trading. I just realized that. That's pretty bad of me. I have a bad habit of doing that. So I guess we're just going to be drafting players and then releasing them later. Meggett? It's terrible. Warfield? I mean, we can work with Warfield, but I don't know. We're good on O-line. We don't need Burt because we just don't need him. We don't need offensive line. I mean, defensive line might need some work with Pinky, but we don't need Pinky really. He has 27 reps at the bench, which is not good in my style. Why did I do that? I mean, I'm just not liking this. I'm like literally not liking it. I mean, we can get Death for next year. King, who you're talking about? Who looks decent? Then I didn't catch that. 4th round pick, middle linebacker. Oh, they like the defensive end, right? That defensive end. Pinky. I mean, we have enough defensive linemen, but we can go for them. I mean, we can get Pinky. I was planning on getting Mac. Kendall. Grayson. Kendall? I know Kendall, but Grayson. I didn't... Who's Grayson? Grayson. Grayson. Pinky, Kendall, and you say Grayson. I mean, I don't really need linebacker, but I don't know. I mean, defensive end is needed, but we should not be needing that much defensive end since we already have a lot, and we already have enough middle linebackers. I mean, another defensive end wouldn't hurt, I guess. Right ends. Roper, but Roper's till the 7th round. I don't know. Oh man, stuck in a little pickle here. Like usual. I mean, there's Pinky, like you said. But there's this guy. I'm just trying to see which one I should be getting. Grayson. Alright. Grayson. We have enough linebackers, so let's just get Pinky here.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Holy crap! Alright, let's go. Good job, my friend. Thank you for helping me. So, thank you, King. So, we got Kristen Pinky, who we thought it was not going to come out really well. I was just looking for depth at the position, but now left end has just kicked up a notch. We just upgraded the left end position in a huge way. We just got 2 superstar left ends in this draft. That's insane. But that sadly means we're going to have to let go of some players. Possibly the defensive ends at some point. He's pretty good. Christian Pinky's good. I actually like that. That's a great pick. With 27 bench reps, I thought he was going to have more lower than that much strength, but hats to you.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
So,
The Eagles are now on the
let's
clock.
keep on going.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
There goes
The
Cummings.
Bills are now on the
There
clock.
goes Waters,
The
H2O.
Jaguars are now on the clock.
There goes Griff.
The Cowboys are now on the
Verdeo goes to the Jaguars.
Now that the Cowboys have made their pick,
Oh.
let's go to Adam
Huh.
Schefter to hear more about it.
Draft story.
Matt Miller was glued to the ongoing soap opera that was his story this season. Feared pass rusher, he couldn't quite seem to play with the same intensity on a week-to-week basis. Some weeks he looked absolutely unstoppable, terrorizing opposing quarterbacks. Others he looked out of place, struggling to make any sort of impact, even taking himself out of the game multiple times in fits of frustration. Some GMs I spoke to felt that his lack of consistency was due to a lack of maturity, something that can be easily addressed by the right coaching staff. This pick could have tremendous upside, or could end up as a what could have been story. It should be interesting to see how this saga plays out.
So far, I'm liking our picks so far. They're not bad.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Livingston.
The Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Alright. We're not going to trade no more picks. We just got to deal with what we got, and we can try to just get whoever. Get the best player we find on our boards here. JT Solomon doesn't look like the best player. Burt is a good player, but not too sure about Burt. Zach Kendall, but we do not need offensive linemen that much. Grayson, but we don't need that. Boyle. Oh yeah, Flowers. We can take Flowers, and we can actually work with Flowers. You would be a project player. Rick James. They got Rick James, bitch, in here. Now, he would be a player to work with. But Short here, from Idaho. Idaho. I like him Short. Brandon Short. I might get him. He's not that. He's a little bit down there, down the board. So I'm going to take Flowers. I'm going to take Flowers here. What do you guys think? Should I take Flowers, even though there's a lot of good players here? But I want to take Flowers because we can actually work with Flowers a bit. Kendall. Well. We can get Rick James. We can get Brandon Short. Huh. He's a couple rounds. Oh, he doesn't have good, no. Sparty. What do you think? I mean, JT Solomon. I mean, you have to work with him. He has decent press already. Zone coverage is decent, but the man coverage is just unacceptable. Flowers is the best one out of the whole bunch so far. I'm gonna go Flowers. Just letting you guys know, I'm expecting a bust. You know, just expect a bust.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
See, we got kind of a bust with Flowers, but if we can work with him a lot, actually, we can work with him. He's not that bad of a player, I'm not gonna lie. He just needs a little bit of better zone, you know, some press coverage. He kind of reminds me of a little bit of Alexander a bit. But yeah, I don't know. Flowers, he's a decent player. But let's go on.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Dolphins are
Holy
now on
crap. Everybody's
the clock. The
getting...
Lions are now on the clock.
Everybody's getting off cornerbacks, dude.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
Staley.
Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the Chargers.
Oh, really? Burt was a...
I'll tell you, everyone was talking about him after the combine, and not exactly for the best of reasons. He was called out almost unanimously as one of the worst interviews at Indy. I spoke with a few of the scouts who sat down with him, and the common remarks I heard was that he was slow to respond, had very little to say, and definitely had his periods of awkward silence. Fortunately for him, how he plays is looked at more than how he talks. I think the team found a good player, even if he is lacking a little charisma.
He's a bit shy, so he will do fine. I don't want to get... I'm going to get Brendan Short. Just might have to expect a...
Vikings just made their pick.
Oh,
Adam, what can you tell us?
there goes
about
Wendell.
With this pick, we see a tremendous physical talent that fell out of favor with many teams based on reports that he struggled memorizing his playbook. These struggles were cited as contributing to several key mistakes in late season losses. A 3.7 grade point average student studying humanities, the explanation for his lack of football knowledge was puzzling to many of the scouts and GMs I spoke to. Other sources have told me that if the reports of his playbook struggles are indeed true, it may be more of a reflection of his previous coaching staff than his mental work ethic. They feel that making the jump to the NFL provides a clean learning slate for him. I expect his new coaching staff to bring him along slowly, and because of that, I wouldn't expect to see him getting any immediate on-field action until he demonstrates a mastery of the playbook.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Kirkpatrick,
The Jets are now on the clock.
Davison. Make our selection. Zach Kindle. Already got a left guard already. We can get these guys later. We can get McCord later. But here's my original plan I was going to do. I didn't expect Sheriff. I didn't think Sheriff was going to be in free agency. So I was planning on getting Zach Kendall, draft him, move him to right tackle, and then get Jimmy McCord and make him play at guard. But now looking at this, I have no choice but to possibly get McCord instead of Kendall. So maybe Rick James might be surprisingly might be a superstar, quick developer, but I'm not gonna risk that. I'd rather risk it for Short. The worst we can get with Short, he can be a 68 overall. He can have terrible awareness, like not good release, and the spec catch. And we can work with all that in the next year or two. Because look at October, he's already 71 overall. So I might get Short here. Because I got this pick and I got the 19th pick. We're gonna get Short.
The Steelers are now on the
I was right, 68 overall. Not the best of speed or acceleration, but he has great catching skills. Like I said, terrible route running, terrible awareness, not a decent release. But to be honest, Brandon Short here in the next year will be considered in the rotation. So I think that wasn't a bust. I think that was a decent pick.
The Browns are now on the clock.
And we didn't need Zach Tyndall anyways.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Other teams can have
The
needs
Bengals are now
than
on the clock.
us. We're fine.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Adam, what can you tell us about the Raiders'
Oh,
newest player?
McIntosh.
This kid is an explosive defensive talent. Sadly for fans of college football, his career came to an abrupt end after he suffered a grade 3 groin tear while attempting to make a tackle.
Oh.
After surgery, weeks of intensive, platelet-rich plasma therapy, and months of strength training of the affected area, he looked like his old self when he took the field for his pro day. Some scouts in attendance even felt as though he looked stronger and faster than before the injury. I'd expect him to get reps with the first-team defense come training camp, and don't be surprised to see him starting in week 1.
Hey, you guys, can you guys see me? Did my stream disconnect? I'm gonna look at this real quick. That's odd. I didn't see my screen at all on my phone. Don't tell me I disconnected. No, I didn't. It just doesn't show my screen odd enough. Now it is. Or there, whatever. Anyways, alright, back to the draft.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Linebackers going.
Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to
Huh.
hear more about the player.
In college, he was always a playmaker, baiting the quarterback and making something happen after the interception. However, his problem areas were exposed at the All-Star game. Playing against some of the best receivers and passers in college, he struggled in zone coverage. He gave up a handful of big plays, always looking a few steps behind. One coach told me if he played a little tighter in coverage and made a play on the ball more often, it would have an instant increase in his production. We'll see if his new position coach can get him to do just that.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
Alright, let's keep going.
Let's go to Adam now, who has more
There
on the
we go.
Bears' last pick.
He always flashed the potential to be a playmaking defensive back in college, but scouts never saw that ability during the offseason. He didn't look confident catching the ball in reaction drills, and when he did, it took a second before he turned and ran downfield. He has the tools to be a good defender in this league, but he may not be the impact player people thought he would be immediately. We'll see if he can ever develop into that for this team.
Browns. Alright.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock.
Is there anybody I wanted? We might be reaching for people, guys. There might be some reaches. Just letting you know. Like this guy. I might have to reach for him so I can do something. Boyle. Rick James. We can take a offensive lineman.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Alright, there we go. Let's get this pick in. So, Shortwell. He's 22 years old, 6'2" though. We can get McCord. Oh wow, triplet looks not too bad. Huh. Hardwick. These guys don't have any strength. Let's keep looking. Huh. Mundy? Let's see, 4.7. He ran a 4.7 though. Interesting. Corners. Oh, he's prototype, that's why. Alright. Maben's still looking good over there, so I can wait for Maben. Jimmy McCord, Kyle Shortwell, Jimmy McCord. I need more 6th round picks. Maybe I could trade this pick for a 6th round pick? I don't know. There's a lot of picks I want to get. I'm going to go the safe route. Just in case if he's still not here. He's looking good. Wait, he's 21. This guy is 22. That's whatevs. I'm going to get McCord.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Huh. Odd. That's fine. That's all good. We got the safe pick.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
There goes Boyle.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
Brunellis.
The Lions are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Oh wait, I forgot. I could have got that linebacker. Alright, still there for 5th round.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.
When that one off outside linebacker
The
goes,
Buccaneers are now on the clock.
I'm picking that outside linebacker up.
The Bengals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
Oh jeez. I know I don't need him, but there's a certain reason I want to get him. Jaeger. You want Jaeger? No. Close. But no cigar. Corey Cave? I can give you Cave. Kelfer Tyler might be good for them.
Well, if you're wondering what the
There we
delay
go.
is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
Alright, there we go. I just don't know. I feel like I'm afraid I'm going to lose him. Because I actually have a plan for Monday.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Alright! Good idea trading up. Now, for one thing, I'm going to let you know, his speed is not like that at all. I'll explain that later. Alright. Oh, shoot. Alright.
The Bengals are
Nice.
now on the clock.
We got a good player in Monday there.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock.
Next, Snow.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Towns.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Holston. What do we got? Rick James still there. We still got Rick James. They got Bullard. Now, I can go for Bullard. I can go for a lot of these guys, to be honest. I can get Durr. I can get a lot of these guys. If I really wanted to, I can. Khalil Patrick. Oh man, I almost chose the wrong player. Oh no bun! The area's oh no bun. Wow, he has terrible strength. Never mind. Avenue. Yeah, it's decent. That's nice. Why am I not seeing the guy? Is this him? Yeah. Enough running backs. Gold, Shortwell, Davino, tight end. Let's get Triplet.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Alright, Triplet is still a great pick. He's not bad at all. We can work with that. I can work with it.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
There goes Durr.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
We're almost done.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
There goes Shortwell to the Buffalo Bills.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Bills go again.
The Panthers are now on the
Thank
clock.
goodness we drafted that lineman.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Rick James is
The Packers
still
are
there.
now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Is really Rick James still there? Rick James, bitch. He's still there. We're going to pick him up. We can need another wide receiver. We would like to get another wide receiver here. And the Thabino later. There's a lot of players I can get later. Ooh, Maben. I'm actually going to get Maben instead, possibly. He's from Appalachian State. I like Rick James, though. Clem Patterson, though. Same thing. It's a 4-5-1, though. I mean, I don't want to really get Rick James, but I don't know. I like Ricky James. I know he's going to have terrible catch in traffic and spec catch. I know that for a fact. But, let's see, Roper. Ooh, you know what? Even though I think I'm good at O-line, or not, we need more. We need more D-line.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Okay. That's fine. We can still get that off wide receiver.
The Texans are now on the clock.
We're in no rush.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Yeah, we're not in no rush. There's still Rick James. But Maven, I'm gonna do this just for sneaky. Just for sneaky. We're gonna possibly get him. Before I do. Alright. Nobody still. Oh, Curry Mack. I could have got Curry Mack instead, dang it. Oh well. We'll find out what team he goes to. Nobody good, nobody good. There's one last guy that looks good. Well, Maven.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
He's not bad. But 87 speed is a little terrible. For my taste. Who knows, I might just let him go. Alright, I'm done. We're done today. We're gonna look at the players that I found, that I was wanting to get. Let's actually, first off, let's go look at Feedy. So far, we did a great draft. Even though it shows that we got a couple busts, it's fine, we got a lot of steals. Alright, so, starting off, Feedy with the Green Bay Packers. Feedy has 96 speed, 93 acceleration. I thought he had a little bit more speed than that, but that's still great speed. He's a good player. He's going to do great for their team. They need that wide receiver help. Alright, so Dolphins with Frey. Frey is a 76 overall. He still looks good as well, but we got the superstar. I think we did better picking our guy instead. Salone. Alright, so Bowden to the Colts. I was wanting to look at the Colts with Bowden. Ben Rainey. Bowden was a 71 overall. Alright, so we didn't lose out on anybody. So he was the same type of player, but we got better. We got a better player out of who we got. And Browns with Grayson. They did okay. Grayson's a 70 overall. So that's it. Ooh. They got Driver for 71 overall. Nice. Good for them. Yeah. Chargers? Ah, you stupid idiots. You got Jimmy Tannehill, huh? A guy that you didn't really need. Someone that I kind of need. You didn't need him. I kind of needed him. Why? Why, game? Why? Answer my question. Why? Trying to piss me off, I guess. And then the Jaguars, they took the middle linebacker for them. It was a good one. But they took a I thought they took two quarterbacks. Well, they did. But still. Brian Marks, I was planning on taking him. Unfortunately, we didn't get him. Oh well. They got him. Trio? Expecting that. Oh wow, Randall Gold is a quick developer. Good for them. So, Patriots. I want to see that running back. Raymond Griffin. Alright, so he has normal development, but he is still really quick. Carlos Sharp. Everybody else sucks. Woodyard, all of that. Alright, let's focus on something here. Now, There's a couple things. Brinker, Cave, McCord. I'm gonna let go of Cave. I might just let go of Cave. Jaeger, I don't need Jaeger anymore. We got Frey. We got Triplet, who looks pretty beast. We got Sheldon. We got Dimmick. I don't know. We might let go of Sheldon because I actually have plans with Triplet maybe going over there. Or was that the left guard? McCord. Yeah, I can move McCord instead over there. He's balanced compared to Triplet, who's balanced as well, but predictable. So we might as well move McCord to right guard. I mean, right tackle. Six 5. Sheldon, you are cut from the team, my friend. Dimmick's going to be going. Dimmick is going to go in the practice squad. McCord and Scherf is going to be the right tackles. Right guard are going to be these guys. Mickey. Cave might be gone, so that means Triplet will be playing left guard with them. Brinker. Tight ends. Wide receivers. Alright, we're not going to use that 87. That was the Decker, but we're just going to use that number 87 soon anyways, but not right now. I'm going to make him number 82. Alright, running backs, same thing. Alright, so it might be a wake-up call to Barry Gabriel, man. It might be just his wake-up call. There's Noble, Gilliam. There's Flowers. There's going to be some decision made after this. You know what? Might as well let go of Darby. I don't have any use for Darby anyways. Keelan Mundy. So. Alright. Alright, yes. We're going to have a great defensive end, left defensive end competition. Looks like Buckner might get released, sadly. Wah wah. Sewell and Richardson are going to be going head-to-head. I mean, I think Sewell might make it to become the defensive end over there. But who knows? We got Pinky, who can be taking that position any moment. I mean, Pinky looks really great. Strength is a different story, but yeah, I mean, so far what we got was good. So we're going to go to week 1. Where I'm going to save it right here. That was a good draft. I'm not going to lie. We got some players that we needed. even though they didn't look like a really good good draft pick, quote unquote, but to me, you just need to upgrade them a little bit and they're going to be fine. Like the wide receivers, they'll be fine. So, even though we don't really need undrafted talent, we might as well look. So, Zach Evans, so Mole, Samurda. Samurda doesn't look bad. Shire. Wow, he looks great. He looks really good, to be honest. Signed. Swain? Eh, not as good. Sparks. There's Antoine Sparks. Ben Bradshaw. Huh. 24 years old, though. Edison. Einstein. Leatherberry. Dustin Rusi. Donald Vickers. Zone corner. Ego Das. That's a nice name. Alright. Leonard. Jason Joseph. Pema. Kent Keys. Wow, Kent Keys doesn't look too bad. Has really great speed and acceleration. Not the best carrying, but looks pretty good. Has elusiveness. Not bad. Rhodes. He's not looking bad as well. Parker Reese. Donald Vickers. Jermaine Poe. Literally. Wow, he looks good. It just, he needs some man coverage. Wow. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Rose. A little bit better. Wake. Nothing close. Body. You got that body. Body, yeah. Waller. Waller doesn't look bad outside of speed, though. Emerson, nothing good. Lamar Janis, unfortunately, nothing good. Gay May, whatever. Bowles, Bowles. Helmsley. Alright, now we're just falling down here. Oh, run support. Oh no, bun. Oh man, I'm so tired. Let's see. Nevis. Hey, there's Patrick Fortin. Who? Look what you know. But pocket passer. Where are you at, running back? Vincent Price. Oh wow, Vincent Price ain't bad. He's pretty good with that speed. Trey Bethel. Dijon Pedersen. Wide receivers. Route runner. Madison. Madison doesn't look bad that much. Oh, JT Swain. We already got that tight end though. Unfortunately, I don't like doing this, but I have to make a decision. Will he is going to be released? Looks like Mitchell Henry. I don't want to get rid of Mitchell Henry, but I have to. Rest in peace, Mitchell Henry. Rest in peace, buddy. Alright. So, here we got our tight ends so far. Offensive line. I'm not liking Cave that much anymore, so I might have to release Cave. Quentin Mickey, I'm liking him still. Unless I find someone really good, so yeah. Alright, so I think that's going to be enough for this episode right now. Ending it off with some undrafted free agents, all that stuff. So, hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I did a little bit. Got a little exhausted, but it's fine. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the hit the like and subscribe button down below if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Twitch, if anybody's on, if you haven't already, hit that follow button when you can. Both makes I really appreciative. And Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald make the Hall of Fame. Good to end this off. Thank you everybody for watching again, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.